I had no idea how much Elvis loved football and that there was a quarterback hidden beneath the jumpsuit and shaking hips. This can't be real. Graceland.
Peyton, welcome to Graceland.
Jerry Schilling. And you're here at Elvis's house.
My house, too. Man, I lived downstairs here for 10 years.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Meet Jerry Schilling. Elvis was his best friend, and Jerry was Elvis's favorite receiver. Everybody comes to Graceland, they get the Elvis Presley home tour. I want the Elvis Presley football tour.
You want the Elvis football tour? Come with me.
Jerry showed me a Graceland the public never sees. The dining room.
First night I went to work for Elvis. 3 in the morning, he stopped at a truck stop, and he must have thrown the football to me for an hour. And I was diving like I was on the field. I wanted to look good. It was my first night.
The jungle room.
He had a big screen television, and he would sit and we'd watch football in this room.
There's football everywhere in this house.
Football everywhere. We lived dangerously, on and off the football field.
I hear you. And the piano room.
This is where we used to do karate. Elvis would run, jump, hit these 2 pillows.
I was a white belt. Where Elvis proudly displayed not one of his 101 gold records, but an honorary plaque from Arkansas State that reminded him of the dream that got away. This is it right here, October 24th, 1960.
Yep. Elvis was really, really honored because he didn't get to go to college, career took off. He didn't play college football, which he would have loved to have done. He got the plaque, and he said, there'll always be a place here at Graceland for this plaque.
The highlight of the tour was downstairs, the TV room, Elvis's football man cave.
Elvis and this guy watched football. I mean, for hours, whatever was on.
A lot of people don't know how big of a football fan Elvis was. He got 3 TVs. He kind of had the Red Zone channel before it was invented. Where'd that come from?
He heard that President Johnson had 3 TV sets to watch political stuff.
To keep up, yeah.
Elvis loved football.
Gosh knows what he would be like around during fantasy football. He'd have more TVs, keeping up with all his players. On this journey, I've gotten to watch a lot of film with Roger Staubach and Raymond Berry, and now we're going to watch some film of Elvis playing.
This is the very early Elvis playing football. Guthrie Park, where we all grew up. And you can see there's not much at this park but dirt.
So it was tackle, touch?
It was 2-hand touch.
2-hand touch, but full speed
blocking.
blocking.
Full speed blocking. Wow, that's one of the great blocks I've seen him do.
Sweep the leg.
He wasn't afraid to get down and dirty in football. He liked it rough. He really did.
I'm impressed with that block.
I am too. He'd get knocked on his butt, he'd get right back up.
My kind of teammate. Not afraid to stick his nose or shoulder in there, right?
You know, the form may not be good, but the results were great. Very unorthodox running, but it worked. He had the crazy legs.
Like Crazy Legs Hirsch out there.
That's exactly.
Hard to tackle. The hips helped him on the field and off the field. Ball security's not great. All the cool people hold the ball like that.
You got to be good to hold the ball like that.
No, exactly right. By the way, who's filming this? Somebody from the New England Patriots staff?
We weren't even aware that somebody was filming it.
Neither were the Jets.
He could throw a football, I'll tell you that.
I'm looking at the throwing motion, Jerry. I'm looking at the right hand. That's like the perfect release right there, and that's exactly how you're supposed to finish, you know? I've never seen the gun pointed with the left hand before.
Armchair quarterback's always moaning.
That just looks cool. That's Elvis.
Second guessing people all day.
I love that. It's almost like he's pointing to where he's going, I mean, with that left hand.
And the ball got to where it should go.
That's the key. All these pictures, he kind of follows through the right way with the right hand. I'm impressed with his throwing motion.
He never had a coach. The only coach he had, he didn't make the team.
Yeah, he and Michael Jordan are the 2 most famous people to get cut from their high school teams. Those pickup games at Guthrie Park grew into Elvis's own league. and the King issued satin uniforms bearing his initials. Now we got uniforms, EP, Elvis Presley Enterprises.
That's the company that's still functioning today.
Pretty bold move naming the team after himself. I mean, it's like the Indianapolis Peytons, kind of aggressive. I guess nobody was going to question him on.
You and Elvis could get by with that. We would play so long, he started going to a place where they had lights at nighttime. He was so proud of this. This was his way to get to play college football.
I've got a touch league, a touch football league back home. I wanted to go to college. I wanted to play football. I have a great ambition to play football.
Elvis liked his football rough and tumble, and somebody always ended up all shook up. I noticed this clip, his shirt is torn. With Elvis, was it no holds barred? Was he allowed to be tackled, or did you treat him a little differently, like the quarterback with the green jersey, no contact?
Peyton, it was a little of both. He wanted to go full speed. He played tough.
So what's he doing here, Jerry? He's got a broken hand from football?
He broke it playing football that day. He broke his finger, got his nose.
Can't break Elvis's nose.
Yeah, we finally talked him into wearing a helmet. Everything he didn't want to be treated as,
right.
This was a symbol.
This was it. Does not look happy there, having to put that chin strap on.
Didn't like it.
Everybody else, no helmets.
And the movie studios told him he couldn't play football. He said, then forget the movies.
He had football
Yeah.
in that high a priority.
He said, I can't play football, then forget the movie. He knew he had a little star power.
As a fan, Elvis's burning love was for the Cleveland Browns. Was he mad if the Browns lost? I mean, you know.
He took it pretty serious.
Did he?
Yeah. Yeah. He was passionate.
Because he'd be in a horrible mood today with the Browns, right?
Oh yeah.
Cleveland's all-pro guard, number 66, Gene Hickerson, was a childhood friend from Mississippi.
The Browns used to send film of the game to Elvis every week. He asked for them, and of course they were happy to oblige him.
Gene Hickerson would send Elvis kind of the clips and highlights of the games to watch, and he'd break them down, if you will. I mean,
like what you guys do, you study your film, right?
So this was one of his favorite players, right? Jim Brown, his friend.
He loved watching him. As Elvis studied things, he would pick up the mannerisms. Jim would always walk back to the huddle. So when Elvis got knocked down, he would walk back to the huddle like Jim Brown.
Just like Jim
Had
Brown.
that swagger. They became friends.
From the movie business, got to know each other, and they're talking football.
Yeah.
No chance they're talking about girls right here. Purely zone defense.
I would say football, for sure.
Jerry set me up with Graceland's chief archivist, Angie Marchese, who gathered together just a sampling of Elvis's football memorabilia. Eli threw all my stuff out when I went to college, so I don't have anything.
Your most valuable player. Well, this also is Elvis's most valuable player award for the Touch Football League in Germany.
How about that?
Wow. That's pretty cool. I haven't seen that.
It's from Bad Newham, and it was the Sunday afternoon Touch Football League, and the MVP for the '59 season was Elvis Presley.
So he was playing over there?
Even in Germany?
Yes, even in Germany. Very proud of it. He had it on display here at Graceland.
And the footage that we were looking at earlier, this is the helmet that he hated wearing.
Would this fit me, you think, Angie? Don't answer that question. Don't answer that. Angie even dug up a quarter-inch recording of Elvis rhapsodizing over pro football.
I would say, all kidding aside, that the thing I keep up with most is professional football.
There you
I know
go.
all the players, I know all their numbers, who they play for. I've had people quiz me on it, and I watch all the games I can. I get the films from the teams themselves. But next to music, that would be the biggest.
Watching a football game with the King was not without risk.
Elvis was well-read, and this book is actually the first 50 years of the NFL. And unfortunately, whoever Elvis was watching on that day probably lost because he decided to use it as target practice.
Oh!
Yeah.
A bullet.
Yes.
Oh,
Probably the Browns. Not a lot's changed since then.
I can't imagine Elvis doing something
No,
like that.
either can I. This is Elvis's, this is what he did at night before he went to sleep. He would write out football plays.
QB has to take linebacker position on this. Don't mess up the QB. That's good advice. Linebackers overshift. That's a true football term. I like this play. Out 5 and down again. Set it up. Exclamation point, exclamation point. I like how he's talking about forming a pocket. Don't touch the quarterback is what he's saying.
Everyone has to carry this one out all the way.
It's a hook and lateral is what it is. Fullback has to float until pass is thrown. Stay behind the receiver to catch it.
This is a play for you.
I don't know about Angie. Quarterback throws to the fullback, it's a double pass, and the quarterback has to block. See, that's where Elvis and I differ a little bit on the loving the block part.
Watch this block by the kid here. I see you, Big Daddy. I see you, Big Daddy.
I'm fascinated with the attention to detail, not just scribbling a play. He put a lot of time and effort into thinking about him. Elvis was in the shotgun. Shotgun wasn't around back then. He's got trick plays, he's got run plays, he's got pass plays, short yardage plays. He's got it all. You know, Elvis didn't write many songs, but he wrote football plays.
He only wrote 3 or 4 letters in his life.
Angie, I got to tell you, I understand they're in the archives and in a museum, but they don't really belong in a museum. These belong on a football field. All my life, I've sung Elvis's songs. The least I could do was run his plays. So I went to Graceland Elementary, where Elvis and Jerry used to play, and got the principal of White Station High School to send over the football team.
Like this. It's Peyton Manning. Oh my God. It's Peyton Manning.
What's up, guys?
How you doing?
How y'all doing? Good to meet y'all. All right, man. Thank y'all for coming out here, man. Good to meet you guys. All right, man. Good to meet you guys. Good to meet y'all. Who else? Met everybody? All right. How you doing, pal? Good to see you. Hey, thanks for coming out. I hate to get y'all out of school to come do this. I know that's been real disappointing for y'all, right? Yeah. Y'all been okay with it? All right. Believe it or not, Elvis Presley was a die-hard football fan, but more than just a fan. He played quarterback. He had his own football league. He's got his own plays that he drew up. I brought you guys here to kind of help us run some of Elvis's plays. I've run a lot of plays in my life. I've never run plays written up by Elvis Presley. You guys okay with that?
Yes,
Good with
sir.
that? I actually had butterflies. None of the King's plays had been run in almost 50 years. Let's go this play first. We'll call it Jailhouse Rock. You ever heard that song? Sing it. Sing a couple of verses.
Jailhouse Rock.
All right. Don't ever do that again. Are you gonna snap it to me? Shotgun? Shotgun? I like it. Elvis was he was a forward thinker. He didn't like this under center stuff. Hound dog. To that. Things just didn't click. You gotta start running the wrong plays and screwing it up. I'll peg the ball right in the back of your head like I did against these kids in the Saturday Night Live skit. I'm like the king. I'm a stickler for the details. If I say go up 5 and out and up, go up 5 and out and up. If I say tomorrow's Easter, hide the eggs. Don't let me overthrow you. Not bad. I didn't mean to hit you right in the hand. Nothing was working, so I decided to call an audible. Elvis was serious about it. I mean, you see these plays, the details, and I just don't feel right doing this without going all the way in.
1, 2, 3.
Bless my soul, what's wrong?
Well, bless my soul, what's wrong with me? I'm itching like a man. I'm all shook up. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Well, my hands is shaky and my knees are weak. I can't seem to stand on my own 2 feet. Who do you think?
All right, man. Like I said, I'm not playing around now. I'm in my serious uniform, all right? Take it all in. Take it all in. Chest hair, sideburns. Look at the cape. Oh, yeah. I got the whole. Take a full look at the cape and everything. It's a snug fit. Elvis liked him tight. No messing around this time. That route you ran, that was worse than Tom Hanks in Castaway, all right? Your name again?
Scott.
Scott, yes. I can always say I completed a touchdown against Champ Bailey and Scott. Widen a little, widen a little. Thank you very much. I'm the guy who did the Aloha concert. Come on, get your facts straight. Set. That's what I'm talking about. The uniform kind of brings out the best in everybody, doesn't it? You kind of feel the energy. Everybody's got their game face on now.
Elvis is a better quarterback than you are, and he's dead.
I take that as a compliment.
Aren't you the guy that lost to Tom Brady a whole bunch of times?
Yeah, he'd be wearing an Elvis costume and white cleats, hanging out with a bunch of high school punks. What? Yeah. Oh, and a little block. The focus is better. You were way too relaxed when I was out here in the gray sweats. Are y'all sure class has been canceled? Because I'm pretty sure y'all getting schooled right now. Quit looking at my chest hair. Look at the play. Check mystery train. Mystery train. Oh, look at that. Nice play, Elvis. I can even audible better in this uniform. I like Elvis's offense. I think Pat Mahomes would like this offense too. Good throw. Good throw. I mean, come on, man. Come on. I don't want to force it out of you. All right? Elvis would never leave you hanging.